JakeCosplays.
From Ireland and other parts of the world, this one's kind of interesting. Slightly with very attracted to music and sing music. That music can either be good or bad. And also similar to the Dementors, if the music is bad. And we're talking about the Night Folk.
At the intersection of Germany, Austria, Switzerland, and Ireland, unfortunate people could sometimes catch a glimpse in wintertime of a mysterious and macabre procession. The Night Folk, also sometimes known as the Night Throng, or even more charmingly, the Death Folk or Death Throng. Unlike the Wild Hunt, this group does not fly around chaotically in the sky or engage in overt violence. They are a solemn possession of lost souls and perhaps other beings from beyond the veil. They most often wear all blacks, such as robes and shrouds, and they're seen if they are seen at all. Sometimes one merely hears them, most often with music. Indeed, the Night Folk would appear with haunting music playing, melodies that can be sweet and strange enough to entice mortals to follow after them, almost sounding like the Christian creation of carolers. In this, the Night Folk are similar to the fairies of Ireland and Britain. They're similar to of Ireland and Britain, who would sometimes lure mortals into their circles with their realm and enchanting music. Such mortals are usually never seen again. The Night Folk might even offer to them new songs and new instrument skills to the unwary, but it's always best to say no. It was said that the alpine areas at the holidays, especially, one needed to be in the lookout for the Night Folk. It was foolish to try to block their ghostly march, and if they possessed hoard, a house, or some other building, one always needed to open the door and both sides let them pass through. Not disaster and ruin might befall the house or its owners. If the Night Folk were left alone, they would often leave those around them alone in turn, but not always. In some regions of the Night Folk could be relatively harmless, a sad possession of beings doomed forever to wander the land, denied eternal peace. But in some areas, especially in Switzerland, they could be outright malevolent. Cross. Here, the Night Folk, often possessed without music, or at least it was less enticing, could herald plagues and disaster. One legend told of a man who encountered the possession after hearing the sound of a bowed instrument. He happened to catch sight of Death playing a violin and leading a long crowd of the Death Folk. The man saw many of his neighbors in the possession who were still alive. At the end, he saw himself, and so the prophecy came true, as one by one, each of those neighbors died of a plague, and he has the last to die of it. Well, that would ruin the holidays celebrations, wouldn't it? It was the best never to gaze upon them if once could help it, for one would already know they were coming by their sound, which could be anything from pleasant to horrible, from singing to drumming to strange drones to the sound of rattling bones. Their presence often predicted the year to come. Beautiful music meant that it would be a good year, while cacophony meant that it would be not. But really, most people lived in the hope that they would never hear the Night Folk at all.
Greetings, my friends. Please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon on new video releases. If you want to support elsewhere, purchase merch in the link provided on the video. What was that?